Yesterday I mentioned that Luke has all these historical notes in it so that you can go back and you can check and you can hear some of that historicity coming out in the next few verses. In the time of Herod, king of Judea, there was a priest named Zechariah who belonged to the priestly division of Abijah. His wife Elizabeth was also a descendant of Aaron. So he puts in all these historical notes. You can go and you can see in the temple records. Now, at this point, we can't because those records are lost to us. But in Luke's time, you could totally go in and see, well, is this really there? Both Zechariah and Elizabeth were upright in the sight of God, observing all the Lord's commandments and regulations blamelessly. But they had no children, because Elizabeth was barren, and they were both well along in years. Once when Zechariah's division was on duty, and he was serving as priest before God, he was chosen by lot, according to the custom of the priesthood, to go into the temple of the Lord and burn incense. And when the time for the burning of incense came, all the assembled worshipers were praying outside. So we hear about this guy named Zechariah and his wife Elizabeth, and they don't have any kids. They're struggling with infertility, and they are longing to have children. They're praying. And one day, as Zechariah is serving as priest, he is chosen to go into the temple. So he's totally alone in the temple. There's no one else in there, and he's to burn incense. And that incense was a picture of the prayers of believers rising up like a good scent to God. And that's actually really, really cool. First off, your prayers are pleasing like incense to God. He smells your prayers and he says, yes, that's good. But secondly, we're going to hear in just a little bit that God has heard the prayers of Zechariah and Elizabeth. They're going to have a child. And it's so cool that God is about to tell Zechariah that while he's burning the incense. That God uses this picture to show Zechariah, I've not been ignoring you. I've been waiting for just the right time. Your prayers have risen up like incense.